Okay guys, it's a bit of a rainy day down here. You might hear some rain in the background, but I'm just going to do a quick and dirty review of these pants. This is the Austrian combat trousers, okay? So I just put a bit of footage at the start with me wearing them, just to give you a general idea of what they look like when you wear them, because obviously it's hard to review a product when you're wearing it, okay? So these are just super duper bargain, right? The quality is similar to what you would get from something like 511 Tactical or something like that, but the price point is like $10, $15, that kind of stuff. They do have one or two pros and cons, but I think for the money you're just not going to get anything better. I'm very, very impressed with them. I'm going to try and get a few more pairs. I'm very surprised nobody in YouTube in the Bushcraft community has picked up on this and kind of done a review on them. Absolute superb piece of gear. I got mine for $15 at a place called Aussie Disposals, which is just, you know, a local store. Here's the pants here. I've just put them out here with a few different kind of familiar objects, just so you guys would get a sense of, you know, the scale and the colour and that kind of stuff. So they're kind of like poly cotton blend ripstop material that's fairly kind of common, and a lot of the kind of hiking, you know what I mean, things like North Face, Kathmandu, it's fairly popular today. So it's a quick drying kind of material, okay? If it gets wet, it dries out pretty fast. It is quite heavyweight, okay? It's you know, compared to a lot of the hiking pants you get today and this kind of stuff, it's a fairly heavy weight. So it's heavy to medium material, okay? Ripstop, cotton, sort of maybe 30% nylon to cotton blend, okay, something in that area. The color's hard to you know, show on video. That's why I try to put a few different objects in here. So it's kind of, it's a little bit in between grey and green, okay, and the color's quite nice. It's not overly tactical. It's a subdued natural tone, which I like when I'm in the bush and the scrub. I kind of like that, you know. I don't really like to wear bright red or orange dress like that, but it's not overly tactical. Alright, so for me it's almost the kind of ideal colour. I blend in, but you know, if I'm seen by somebody else, I don't look like, you know, somebody who's a member of a lost SES patrol or something like that. Alright, so I'll give you a rundown of the whole pants now. With any military surplus type item, okay, you're going to have to expect that this has been issued to somebody at some point and been used, alright, and then resold. So you might need to do some kind of repair or some kind of alteration, you know, a button might be missing or something like that. And if we look down here, with my one I got the belt loop missing, okay, so just get that a bit closer to the camera, okay. With my one I got the belt loop missing near the front, okay. So that would have to be a little bit of a repair or alteration, okay. What we do have on the other side, so this is the inside of the pants, okay, is we do have these belt loops, which I take it are kind of running the opposite way from what you're expecting on the inside. So I take it these are for suspenders or some kind of suspender system. So these are quite handy little pieces of fabric to have just for repairs. Do you know what I mean? So you got 4 of these little you know, pieces of fabric. If you get a burn, you know, or a rip or something like that, you can use them to repair. So what I'll probably eventually do is just take that one off and, you know, just put it on the front as a replacement for the one that was missing, okay. But that's obviously something you always want to be aware. With any military surplus, you might get the one that's got a bit of a something missing, or a bit of a tear or rip or a repair or whatever, right? So if we take you through the pants, so basic kind of very simple configuration, very practical, utilitarian. 2 front pockets, very, very simple, right? Just your kind of hand pocket, nothing at the back, just a little bit of a darn there, okay. Then 2 big cargo pockets, okay. This seems to be welded on, it's almost impossible to get off. All the zippers are YKK quality zippers, alright, which is really good. So we have the cargo pocket, they're both the same either side. So we have, you know, a flap, we have a zipper like that, okay, hand goes in, just to give you an idea of scale. There's the old Laplander, okay, with just a bit fit in there, do you know what I mean? and then inside the main pocket there's a smaller pocket just with a little velcro closure, and that would be good, you know, multi-tool, Swiss Army knife, fire steel even, whatever, just in there, just, you know, keep that very, very handy. And again, like this, you're never going to lose anything you put in there. Do you know what I mean? So the pocket configuration is just perfect, really, really good, really, really simple. And of course we just have a normal fly, and we just have a simple button. Okay, nothing too spectacular. Again, just less is more. It's very simple, you know, design, but it just works really well. When we go to the knee, so we're reinforced fabric here, so it's a double layer, like you would get a lot of the more expensive Bushcraft pants. You'll see that, you know, you get a double layer of the knee, which is obviously very good for Bushcraft. You know, obviously spend a lot of time at the campfire or doing firecraft, that sort of thing, you know. Double layer of the knee is obviously a bonus. Then we come to the ankle area, okay. Now these are designed as part of a military uniform for the Austrian army, and they're worn with high combat boots, alright. So the trouser length is actually quite short, and that's one of the downsides of this product, okay. So when you wear this, you usually have a high combat boot, so it doesn't really work very well if you just wear shoes, okay. Wear joggers, trainers, you know, low ankle footwear, it's not really a goal with this. You really got to use some kind of boot, you know, hiking boot or combat boot or something like that. So that's the downside. So the two downsides are potentially you might get one that needs a repair or alteration, and the other downside is it doesn't really work unless you're wearing some kind of boot. Alright, but it's pretty good. Very, very, I mean, the price again, you know, I've seen these for $7 and stuff in some places online, and just the configuration and the quality is very good. Of course, Austrian military issue, you would expect to be very, very high quality. So there you go, there's the Austrian Army military pants.